Greetings, family. Thank you for always coming back to watch our videos. We are grateful to see you there, and in the comment section, we know that we continue chatting one-on-one. So, guys, last time we made a video on the president of Guinea, we had this information that he had changed the date of elections, and there's been a problem between when he was supposed to exit and when the elections were to be held. Opposition were organizing, protest and all that, and he set the election to November 30 when he was supposed to leave on February 27, 2025, although the court ruled that his term would end on September 4th. But the opposition was like, no, you have to go because we are tired of you. Then this guy goes to Russia, and the Russian president tells him, we are going to help you mine, and we also hope that you will you will be the next, like you still be president after the election. And remember, he had said that he will not be vying. So the UN and the Economic Community of West African States, that is Ecowas, had deployed a mission to Guinea-Bissau so that they can help them agree on the optimal calendar for preparing and holding the presidential elections. So that was what was happening, and we saw Russia coming in and saying, you know what, we wish that you run and you remain president so that we can continue working together. But as March was starting, we saw this guy, after he came from Russia, threatening to expel the Ecowas delegation and the UN. And these guys got very angry and left. So a mission from the West African regional bloc Ecowas, which ECO is, it was Ecowas, now it's Ecowas, after the three countries of the ES left. So a mission from Ecowas has left Guinea-Bissau saying that the president has threatened to expel them. The team was sent to the country last month, that is on February, as we were coming to end of February, to help it reach a political consensus on how to conduct elections this year. It said it had prepared a draft agreement on the roadmap for elections and had started presenting it to the stakeholders for their consent. But the team decided to leave early on Saturday morning after President Umaro Sissoco Embalo's threat. It says it will now present its report to the Ecowas president, including a proposal for an agreement leading to inclusive and peaceful elections. Embalo has not responded to the bloc's accusations. There has been a heightened tension in the country over when his 5-year mandate ends. The opposition say his term was supposed to end last week, but the Supreme Court of Justice ruled that it ends on 4th September, and this guy has organized the elections and he has announced that they will take place on 30th November this year. So this is what is happening from Guinea-Bissau. And we also have this beautiful reporting from the AES Info Abubakar Wedrogo, who says Ecowas, this circus where the clown envelope puts on a show. And this is what he says. In 2023, Umaro Sissoco Embalo, then president of Ecowas, preached about transitions in Mali, Burkina Faso, and Guinea. And he was saying, organize elections, give back power, he thundered, like a preacher on a democratic crusade. 2 years later, here he is in his own country, Guinea-Bissau, threatening, treating the ballot boxes like a prop. The comedian has changed roles from moralizer. He has become a joker despot. The recent Ecowas UN high-level political mission expelled Manu military on March 1, 2025 after threats from Embalo in an admission of failure in the form of a sketch sent to support a consensus on elections in 2025. It has above all revealed the crass hypocrisy of an organization in full decline. Ecowas, which once demanded that AES heads of state pack up and leave, is now being asked to leave by one of its own, the snake biting its own tail, and the spectacle is hilarious. So he continues, and a lot of information, but this is Embalo. He doesn't want to cede power. This is Ecowas. Ecowas is uh, economic community of West African states. Economic. It's supposed to be economic. Now it's become political, just like Tiani said. So this is not something that Ecowas should be doing, or even the UN. This is the people should be able to do this. They should be able to expel the guy, Umaro Sissoco Embalo. But Ecowas failed. We're having it tight. He has the support of Russia. I know, guys, you came to our comments with a lot of, some of you are supporting Russia. We love Russia, but we are concerned because Russia, for the past few days or, years, we have seen Russia not supporting anything political. They just work with whoever is there. But now coming in to support this guy and saying, we hope that you win. We hope that they are not into any mischievous behavior of the West.
I'm just going through some of the comments from our previous video, from the same issue. Somebody was not agreeing with what we were saying. So he says, I don't agree with this. I think the president is good and should stay in power longer. Many people don't know that Guinea-Bissau is one of the least developed countries in Africa. I saw it myself when I was there. Partnering with our closest ally, Russia, is a good move, and hopefully it will benefit both sides. And there's just a lot of arguments, from other people on the same comment. So a lot of people felt like we don't understand what Russia is all about.
Yeah.
Some are telling us Russia is about policies. You guys have got this all wrong. There's one thing you must get right about Russia. Russia follows a policy of non-interference, so they don't interfere with internal politics of the country, but is ready to work on the regime in power. Work with the regime in power, regardless of how it gets in there. They sign an agreement that is good for their business and not for exploiting others, but don't force anything or impose their values or rules to African countries.
That's true.
And we have always said that. I mean, we all know that.
The good thing about Russia, even in that video, I think we said it. Russia has been good. Russia and China, they work on the 50-50, although we won't find,
it's business.
We will not fail to have some rotten potatoes in a full sack. Like Chinese, you find Chinese exploiting Africa, exploiting Africans here in Africa. But when it comes to government to government, it's a 50-50. You benefit, I benefit.
Just recently, is it Mali or Burkina Faso? They found a whole Chinese guy carrying money, like
it was Congo.
It's Congo. Yeah. A lot of it.
So it happens, but only when our politicians and our government allow it. But Russia has been good. We can say China has.
But
been
we always
good
have to be careful. Like, why should we be crucified for saying that we should be careful about everybody? Like, even your sister, your brother, be careful. It's not everybody that is close to you that loves you or cares about you.
Exactly.
We always want benefits. I'm always, I've just recently seen the fact that even me helping you or me being with you, there's something that I'm hoping to get from you. I could, otherwise, why am I with you? Like,
exactly.
So even Russia, the biggest, our ally, they can never betray us, as you guys say. We need to be very careful.
Yeah,
I cannot agree.
They still want to benefit.
Of course, they are all here about benefiting.
So for us, it's to understand or learn how are we going to benefit our country.
As well,
exactly. But there's one person who said Umaro Sissoco Embalo has been good and he should stay. But what we are saying that our biggest problem in Africa is the generation that has been leading us. The old generation, they have exhausted their way of developing Africa. We are in a generation where we want AI like any other country. We want to develop to be like, some country that is developed, the medical services are working. We want to exploit what we know, what our forefathers knew. That is what the young generation are up to. So you cannot have an old person thinking in an archaic way and we want to develop. No. That is why if Umaro Sissoco Embalo is the good president, he should recruit someone young to be the next president.
And groom that person.
Yes.
Like, if but you really have to be
but this
around.
person must be, open-minded to learn. Like right now, we want someone who listens to us, not a dictator. Someone when we say this is what we wish to happen, it happens. Okay, like in Burkina Faso, you find Ibrahim Traore is listening to the young people, is supporting them
Even
in
children.
agriculture, but he doesn't come and tell you, I want you to do this agriculture, I want you to follow this. No, he gives you a farm and water. You do it, you teach people, the young generation. Okay, but we don't want a case where, you know, we are being forced into old things and these people are exploiting us just to make their families rich. You know, it doesn't make any sense.
And it's okay to disagree, brothers and sisters. It is very fine to disagree with us. And it is very fine for us to have our own opinions on issues. Like on this one, this guy, Russia, we need to be careful of Russia.
Yeah.
Umaro Sissoko Embalo, somebody was saying he played with France and France, I don't know, betrayed.
Yeah,
and now he's going to play with Russia.
He expelled Ecowas. Ecowas is France, right? We know that.
Now he's going to France. You know, there's always mixed opinions on issues, and it is okay for us to have our own opinion and for you guys to have your own opinions. It is also okay to correct us on issues. Like I love the comment from a brother who comes from Guinea, from Guinea-Bissau. He says, I'm from Guinea-Bissau, and you don't even know the half of what Umaro Sissoko is doing. Refusing power is just an extra at this point. There is no laws and regulations for him and everybody in power. Although I don't get what they are saying here. Like there's no laws, so we are not.
That's what he's trying to explain. Like you guys are saying about this guy, he's bad. He's bad news. So so it's like he's saying I'm from Guinea-Bissau and you don't even know the half of what Umaro Sissoko is doing. Refusing to leave power is just an extra at this point. It's just an extent.
Like an extra of how bad the guy is or how good the guy is.
No, like refusing to leave power is just one thing.
Yeah. There's more.
There's more. There are no laws and regulations for him and everybody in power. Yeah, it's a bad thing.
You just do whatever you want.
Yeah, there are no laws. They don't follow rules and regulations or laws.
And now,
it's like in Kenya or anywhere in Africa.
Yeah, and now my problem is that Russia also comes in and says, we hope that you stay in power so that we can be able to see ways in which we can
continue exploiting.
And then we should be happy about that. Brothers and sisters, on this one, let us just agree to disagree.
Common sense.
Let us agree to disagree. Let us know what you think about this. If you still want to fight us in the comment section, you are very much most welcome. Let's have a conversation, maybe enlighten us more. Would love to hear from you on this issue. Let's continue the conversation. If you would love to support us, if you're not angry with us, we have a Pioneer Coffee link in the description box down below. Also have super thanks and super chats. We will appreciate all your support. See you in the next one.